Good evening, everyone. We hope you are well. Here's some facts about Paul Ricard. The Paul Ricard track is officially called the Circuit Paul Ricard and is located in the south of France near the town of Le Castellet. The track was built in 1969 by French industrialist Paul Ricard, who was a prominent figure in the world of motorsports. In recent years, the track has been used for a variety of motorsports events, including the French Grand Prix, which returned to the track in 2018 after a 10-year absence. In 2021, the track hosted several major motorsports events, including the Formula One French Grand Prix, the World Endurance Championship, and the GT World Challenge Europe. The track is known for its distinctive blue and red runoff areas, which are designed to slow down cars that go off the track and reduce the risk of accidents. The Paul Ricard track is also home to the Paul Ricard High-Tech Test Track, which is a state-of-the-art facility used for testing and developing new technologies related to motorsports. The track has undergone several upgrades in recent years, including the addition of new spectator areas and improved facilities for drivers and teams. In addition to hosting motorsports events, the Paul Ricard track is also used for other activities, such as corporate events, driving experiences, and product launches. The circuit has a total of 167 possible track configurations, which can vary in length and difficulty. The pit straight is one of the longest in the world, measuring 1.8 kilometers, 1.1 miles in length. The circuit features a unique marking system called the Mistral Straight Chicane, which uses colored stripes on the tarmac to indicate the optimal line for drivers to take through the corner. There are 6 different types of asphalt used on the circuit, each with a different level of grip and abrasion resistance. The track has a total of 11 different possible layouts that can be used for racing, depending on the type of event and the number of cars participating. There are 4 different possible pit lane configurations that can be used, depending on the layout of the track being used. We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race! We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race!
Good evening, guys, and welcome. Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's race. And tonight we are at Paul Ricard for round 3 of the GT3 Sunday series here on Xbox. So tonight we have a bit of a shall we put it? A bit of a surprise for you. We've got a double sprint race. First time we've ever held anything other than a normal 1 hour race or shorter. Let's just mute the other guys. So we have tonight for you currently 25 cars. We had 28 out there. We can have up to 29. Plus me, as you can see at the bottom of the thingy, spectator. Good evening, TTF1. Good evening, Jim. Hope you're all well. And anyone else who's just tuning in. So let's have a look as they're starting to wind down at the end of free practice. Basso's currently leading a session of 54.9. Where has he pulled that one out? Maybe he's found a setup somewhere. On board with Bad Ben. Looks strong so far this season. Carper's looking well tonight. So look for my younger brother Prangstar. He's sitting in 11th currently. He's having a good season so far. John G10, he's arch nemesis and fellow admin member. He's currently sitting in 16th. And we've got Hoonigan, who's racing on both PC and Xbox. Good evening, Basso. Looking good out there, looking fast. TTF1, that's that. I'll just remember TTF1 is Richie Skills. And Richie Skills sitting in 9th currently. So who else are we looking at? Vitti, he's in 2nd place, a quarter of a second off the pace currently. Basso's is also his pal. Richie telling us the Lambo's a torpedo. He's getting 175 down the straight. I did see an Audi earlier topping out at 170. I believe it was in race trim. Yeah, so we have, even my Focus can do 175. What have you done to your Focus to make it want to go 175? Is that kilometres? Let me know how the volume is, if the game sound is too loud. So Latter Power sitting in 11th where he was. He's just been kicked out by Darren in a BMW. He's having a better qualifying tonight. He's looked really strong during the races. So we've got Mick Ron, who's having a great season so far. Had a couple of little mishaps. Slight echo, okay. Where's that coming from? Is it just... I can't see because it's only picking up my audio. Unless, because my game volume's not on at the moment. Let's have a look, see if I can hear anything. Is it just... I can't see because it's only picking up my audio. Oh, that's really tinny. And I can't hear the game volume either. Unless, because my game volume's not on at the moment. Let's have a look, see if I can hear anything. Is it just... Yeah, it does sound right though. How's that? Is that any better? And it's because I have my headset plugged in. That's weird. Don't forget to hit that like button as well, please, guys. Does help with the old algorithm. Sitting at 5 viewers, we can do better than that. So just waiting for qualifying to begin. Change my headset. I can hear gate volume and we're comfy for about an hour and a half of racing. So there will be a 5-minute qualifying in the middle with a really long old track. It's going to be vital on that second quali to get a lap in if anything else. So who we got out on track first? I cannot see anyone for love nor money. Double 16 at McVitie, so in the grey, black and pink Aston Martin car 116. Can't make out who's followed by that. Does look like the black and green Audi with purple trim of Star. We run in close pursuit and Bad Ben. This is why we tell you to keep the liveries, because now I remember who we look like. I do quite like this section at the end of the long straight as it twists and winds itself back in on itself. Got Richie, who was just on the chat there a minute ago. GTF1, talking about how this is topping out at 175, and that's miles, not kilometres. We do old money for some reason when it comes to the road. We've got 26 cars out there now. It's lost sign. It's coming off the track though. So Vitti's just set off on his time lapse. Sit with him as he enters turn 1. Decides to leave off, but yeah, get that curb can really unsettle the car in turn 2. Short run up into, I think these are 5, 6 and 7. I've got my graphic with me at the moment. We can't see the onboards, I can't mess about the cameras. We get locked to onboards. Long straight, this is where we're going to see a lot of action. I believe tonight it's going to be interesting because the drivers are very unlikely doing tracks with more than 20 cars, let alone 28. So we've got about half a grid on a time lap at the moment. 3 cars in the pits. We've got about 24 cars out on track. Still Vitti's makes his way through the 3rd and final sector. Got this tricky, never-ending left-hander. Stamp on the brakes, flick it to your right. We've got that really wide. His first time lap will be a banker as long as he kept it clean, which is going to be vital. I don't think he did. Polestar goes in with a 55.8, and then Mig runs come in half a second slower. And then Bad Ben's gone in with, he's gone 1.5, so he's even slower. So good lap from Polestar off the back. Waiting for other cars to come across. Tat Guna and Tat Staff in the Aston Martins take first and second currently. He did top out the practice session, see what he could do on the first lap in quali. Third place straight away for him, so he's looking like a strong weekend for BoATV. Carper's next approaching the line. Can he do, where did that put him? Put him up into second, so Carper's and BoATV both looking strong this weekend. We've got Tat Latter Power, car number 13. Held by one of our former founders. He will always be a founder. So Latter Power goes into 10th place. Car number 10, John G10. Yet to set time. Where can he put himself? He's 16th. Pace at the moment. Polestar's about to come across the line again. Does not improve. 80. See car number 80 out there. Car number 1. Darren. About to come across the line. Goes into 10th, so top 10 within a second. 8 minutes remaining. Each lap is vital around this track. long track. The longest on the calendar. There'll be a toss up between this and Spa. Car 40. What can he do? He goes in the first place. 55.4. BoATV. We didn't see a 54.9 in practice though. Pedro Tomate in the BMW. Not the right line through that corner, so it's a great lap. 2.8 lap off the second currently. Off the pace currently. That's where he stays. Hoonigan just behind him in 16th. 611 now. And that is Febrix. Expecting a good lap from him here. Not really. Well, I say that. He's only 1.1 off the lead in 13th place. Fitty next. See what he can do. Didn't put a lapping yet. Where did this put up? This second place, just 2 100ths off BoATV. On the 80 Bad Ben in the Honda. 500, so the top 6 are split by 6 100ths, but then Staff's just got up there and just stamped it at 55.3, putting him 1/10. So Tat Guna and Tat Staff look like they're doing a bit of tactics here. Good strategy from the boys. But Basso, can he unsettle the order? Here he comes. Didn't look like a good exit though. Yeah, I didn't expect him to improve there. So Carper's next to come around. It's the final corner. Waiting the final line, sitting in 8th. Goes first, a 55.1 from Carpers. And then we've got Pedro Tomate. He's going to want to improve from 18th. Let's see what he can do. He does improve, goes up into 17th. Car 333 next, which is Chip Butty. Does improve, stays in 18th. Car number 13 next. See. Latter power, don't think he improved. 116 next. Ant McVitie. Now 3/10 off the pace. He goes into first place, but a quarter of a second. 54.8, the quickest we've seen so far. That's John G in the background there. He didn't improve. He's really struggling this weekend. Bad Ben next. Car 36. Lady Pig sitting in 21st. Not a good track for the Porsche. Struggles down the straights. Lady Big, 21st place to improve. And up into 18th. Car number 6. Tomate in the BMW. Don't forget them colours. Exit there. Not his time at all. He's got a long way to go up to left power. So who's that there? Chip Butty coming across the line now. Hoonigan as well from start. Where is he? Sitting behind me. Improve. 3.5 minutes remaining. Car number 10. John G10 sitting in a lonely 22nd line. Let's laugh at the Geordies, okay. Up into 17th goes John G10, who's from Luton. He's not a Geordie, so he's not laughing. John G, did Luton just lose? Newcastle just lose. So Bad Ben, 7th place. We'll talk about this in a minute, Weber. Darren, 14th place. Makes his way towards the line. Proof stays in 14th. Car number 96. Let's come around there. McNoza. He's 13th. Books it towards the line. Stays in 13th. Once again, 887. Richie Skills. Torpedo in the straights. The 1.5 off the pace. And that's where he stays at the moment. We've got the purple McLaren. Line, what can Neil do? Nice lap, puts him in the top 20, up to 18th for Neil B. Pedro Tomei, once again, we've seen a lot of him. Turned this into a practice session, I think. And 19th he shall finish because it looks like he pulled up. We'll start coming around on another lap. Got one more lap left. Does not improve this lap. Car 22. That's the last time in the Porsche. Puts yourself up into 11th. Puts yourself right into the mix. Putting pressure on Polestar now. So the top 10 just split by 8/10. Car number 20, Kool-Aid. Seen too much from the BMW. So can the American improve from 17th? He does go himself up into 14th, getting closer and closer as he come into the final laps. On 91, across the line, does not improve. On number 96 now is McNoza, who we expect to be further up the field. McLaren's not slow around here, especially in the hands of Basso. I'll find that car number 40. Well, 40's just gone into the pit, so he's finished his session. Third place, 3/10 off the session, off the lead at the moment. He's around again. He do have time for one more lap after this. Stays in 19th. Bit of a drop down between him and John G. So the guys behind him are in the pits. So, and that's it from Neil B. Session over, but there are still cars on the track. Febrex is going to be first to complete the session. Crossing the line, 9th place. Stays in 9th place, end of his session. R22. RCU, there you are, SLR sign. Then put a couple of good laps in. Or slightly improves. Polestar's got himself up into 7th place. And then we got car number 80, Bad Ben. Exits the final corner, sitting in 8th place, 6/10 off the pace. Can he get up that ladder? Oh, he just snaps 7th place from Prong. We've got car number 20 to finish the session, and that is the order. Ampmaviti takes pole from Carpers. Basso and Takguna share the second row. Third row is Staff and Migrun. Bad Ben and Polestar take the 4th row. 5th row is Ichigo and Febrex, Kool-Aid and Sime taking the 6th row. And on the 7th row we've got Friends, Richie and Steve is awake. And over on the 8th row we'll have Latta Power and McNoza. McDonald's have done really well last week, so I'm expecting to come through the grid. On the 9th grid row we have Darren and John G10. 10th row we have Neil B and Pedro Tome. 11th row we have Lady Pig and Chip Butty. 12th row, forgot how many numbers there. 12th row, Hoonigan and Doodod. And on the 13th row we have Raphaels and Yorkie. 26 cars out there. So I'm just going to quickly jump to a break and I'll be back in a moment.
Good evening, has a total of 167. Please don't forget to... We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race!
Seconds.
Sorry, dude. I'll take your volume down. We'll turn it up. I don't know. We'll turn it up now because first of two 30-minute races. We have got 26 cars lined up. As well as we may have used to host 60 in a weekend. We've got to race this many on a grid at once. Intense race for the boys out there. Cars don't quite behave as well as they should like they do on PC, but does not take away anything from physics. Definitely still great racer. In the background, along formation that neither of these have taken the pole so far this season. Takuna is leading 82 points. In second place we have Chigo, 76 points, 72 points. We have Big One Bad on 63 points. Fedrex on 61. He's got the collection of wins, fastest laps, poles, and podiums. Drive to do that so far. Looking forward to improve the skills to race last week. Continue in, come back. Going down that reserve on the there. The drivers are lining up 2 by 2 now. But it's only one round, the purple. For tonight, collated in 9th place. Rockstar doing well. The guy on control, we believe. Harper's sitting second at the moment, down in 17th, and Basso in 19th. Bitty, he can definitely make his way through to standings tonight with a win. So it's definitely all to play for with only the 3rd race. This is a race season. There are 2 double races. There was no pit stop, so we've got a half an hour straight race. So up to the drivers. Approach to the start finish line.
Green light, go, go.
There he is, and they're away. Magnificent gets a really good start. Coppers sleep a little bit there. Turn 1. There's a lot of contact there. There was again in the middle there. This is going to cause massive pile up. Kind of okay. Vitty has definitely got a nice lead away. We run 6th place. There's contact with him and Polestar. Get away with it just about. Oh, there's more contacts again. The standard's still not that great so far. This is that one. The car's got majorly caught out there. See that now. Thanks, mate. So to make the way down the straight. Great angle for that either. 4 fighting over the same spot at the moment. Looks like Staff's just put the move on Simon. Simon got yourself up into 6th place. Now Paul's just taken that place, so too sure where that's put him. Have to wait, but it looks like comes up into 7th place there. Cool ladies made up a few places. He's sitting in. Neil V's got himself up with the 14th place. He's definitely gained out of all that drama at the beginning. Carpers looks like he was under pressure. There he is. That is Ichigo. Bad Ben's dropped behind. No, Bad Ben's got the position, so Carper's down to 3rd place. Ichigo, Basso, Staff, Prongstar, Siam, Lady Pig, and then Pedro Tome in 10th place. That's the top 10. Let's look down the grid. Who's lost out? Fabrics. He's down in 24th. Oh, he's not lost just yet. Under pressure from Staff. I don't know whether he might have even just got the move done on Staff there. He's got Basso ahead of him now. Or is that contact between? Oh, where's Basso gone? Basso's just completely got it wide. There's more contact further on. Mig Run's just got it wrong. Paul's going to be under pressure, I think, from here. Well, no, yeah, Basso's completely wrong. So Paul's up at the 5th place here. We've got the Staff, Siam, Lady Pigs up into the 9th place. From the back of the pack. And then we've got a massive train of about 8 cars. Further back, as they all plummet down to the corner. Carper's looking all over the place, so he could be under pressure. Set yourself down. He's good at the moment. Gunner lost out at the beginning. Not even sure he maybe made contact with his teammate. Down 19th, he's got McNoza ahead of him. Neil B, definitely the biggest gainer. He's now got Mick run behind him. And there's Yorkie, I think that is. No, that's not Yorkie. Jump back to the leaders. Harper's in 4th place. Already Amaviti's got a 4-second lead over Bad Ben. Make that at 3.8 with Ichigo in close pursuit. And then you've got Carper's Polestar, Staff, Basso, Siam, Lady Pig, and Darren. Tell you what, the Porsches are doing alright. They've definitely got a good start. A car park of cars going through there. It's going to be an interesting straight. Watch Beverex trying to make his way from the field. He's got John G10 just ahead of him. Polestar's under pressure from Tat Staff. He's also closing in on Carper's just ahead of him. It's a little bit wrong there. He's going to be under pressure. Not easy to overtake through this complex. Get a good exit through here. Carpenter's stuck the close in on Bad Ben again. Nobody really pulling away apart from McVitie, who's looking really strong in 1st place. And then we've got GT3, Yorkie in the middle of it. Staff looks like he's got a decent run out of that corner. Looks like Paul could be under pressure here. But Aston really strong in a straight line. Have to get the move done soon because everyone knows what Paul is like, but it's going to have to be done. To get fighty through this corner. I think he's got it done. The Aston's pulled in front before the corner. The Aston power. Him up into 5th place, but he's got a bit wide there. Prong's having a look up on the inside. There's a bit of contact, but nobody lost any positions. But Fabrex just puts a move on John G10. John G10 just about avoids contact, goes wide on the runoff. He's going to put him under pressure from Yorkie now. We've got Stevens Awake just in the background. Made up a few places. Star Basso and Sign in a bit close to each other now. Already a third of the way into this 1st race. Carpenter's closing in on 3rd place Bad Ben. Bit of a gap between the podium sitters as Bad Ben gets it wrong. Carpenter's, I think, just about avoids heavy contact at least. It's going to allow Staff to close in. From starting to get a bit of pressure from Basso, but Basso just disappeared. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong cars. Look further down the pack. Richie's skills. He's bringing training cars with him. No, we did have Pedro Tomei with him, but oh yeah, it still has. Good thing about these races is battles to be had up and down the track. Ben. Oh, he's lost out to Carpenter, so Carpenter's got the position, so Carpenter's up into third. Sorry guys, not with it there. So, Fabric's not really pulling away from John. John's going with him. Got Tapguna, made his way through the field after that. Sector 1 incident, that one. And we've got Basso and Pronstar. It's like that's the next battle, but their name just ahead of them. That's Kool-Aid. He's at the back of the pack for some reason. It's all getting a bit complicated back there. Comes through unscathed. I'm getting a bit too much airtime this season. It's ball with Stevie's wake. So 10 minutes into the race. Making his way. He's going with Staff here. Staff's closing on Bad Ben, so it's going to get interesting the next couple of laps, I think. Bad Ben's going backwards for some reason. John G. Still staying with Fabrics. They're not making much impression on the cars in front. Wake's going with Yorkie as well, with Latter Power just in behind in the Audi. Stay with this battle at the moment. So this one we got on track. Settled down at the moment. Adjust my seat there. Settling down up front, but it's not here as it looks like Steve's just putting a move on Yorkie. Yorkie sort of really strong last thing. It looks like he's going to lose out in 2 positions here. And we've got McNoses coming into this battle, and then we've got this little train in just behind. Nose is right up on the tail of Latter Power here. Staff under pressure from Polestar here. So it's starting to bunch together again. I think it might be under some serious pressure going into turn 1 here. I'm going to have a look. It's a bit too far back. This is the one we've got to stay with. This is the battle for 4th place. Carpet, that's not Carpers, is it? That is Carpers. 2.5 seconds up the road. Basso and about the same behind. Vitti looking seriously strong. It'll be hard to stop in the Aston tonight. Oh, there was almost contact between the Aston and Bad Ben. The Aston already through. That Bad Ben really struggling down the straights. Problems. Looking close in. Bad Ben sideways.
Still a long way to go.
Just about catches it. And looks like Prom's got the move on Bad Ben as well. Bides his time. Evening, Rosa. Hello, Pud. I'm not calling you Pud, Rosa. My daughter's just told me she's watching. Hiya, kiddo. So, prom start. Or Uncle Sean, as Scarlett would call him. He's really putting pressure on the Bad Ben. Star's got his way past. I think he might be setting off to go chase down Bad Ben now. Carpers, apologise. Evening, Rose. How you doing, mate? Was you racing LFM today? McNose's closing on Latapau, sorry, not Tatapau, it's Latapau. So a freeway battle for 4th place. Still, Basso's not really making any improvements towards them. Just sitting in back. Looks like Paul's got the moves. Bad Ben's got that problem somewhere. He's overdone it on wing. The cars are breezing passing down the straight. I don't know whether it's a flaw or the Honda. So Prawn up into 5th place. Basso still unable to close in on this battle. Down the grid, Richie Schools got past Neil B. He was up in 14th, has now dropped down to 20th. Hoonigadoo done really well on PC the other day. I think he got like 15th overall. On Xbox he's down in 21st. Two, but it's like that the battle has surpassed. Bad Ben hasn't let Prong go, but we see anything like the last one. I don't think Bad Ben's going to be able to do anything about it. He's got a good toe. Should be closing, not falling backwards. but he is staying with him because of that toe. Basso is starting to close in now. 1.6 that gap. He's taking about 6 tenths out in that last sector. Minutes remaining. This is the closest battle we've got on track. Bad Ben is close, trying to hunt down Prawn. Staff 2.7, so he's not closing in on the Carpers. It looks like it's looking pretty settled for the top 4. Bar on the stake. Big gaps forming behind. Got to give it to him at Vitti. There's some dramas during the last week, but he's letting his talking do. He's letting his driving do the talking tonight. Dank McLeady tonight. He'll get the joke. Oh, Lady Pig is closing in on Darren. Darren's not in place, so he's having a strong performance again, but he'll be under pressure. Lady Pig looks like going to lose that position before it gets a little hard, so Zach good up from the back of the pack, making his way through. To 11th now. Basso's caught up with Bad Ben, just half a second between them. It's going to be lining up. Darren going into turn 1 here. Stay with the guys. So to get really heavy on the brakes there to avoid gliding into the back of Darren. Down at the front there. Pulled a bit of a gap to Bad Ben. Basso's dropped off Bad Ben. Probably see after the straights that he will close in again. Bad Ben is carrying a problem. 7 laps remaining. 7 minutes remaining. Can struggle to hold on to that 6th place. Zach going up. Was 6 attempts. Let's see what it is visually. He's out on the outside there. Darren holds a position for now. Going up. Patiently wait. Gaps are rowing behind, but as I said, that gap down to 7 attempts again. So I think Basso's going to be gaining position. Great racing on show. Let's go back to that. I do apologise. See if he does pop a move on, going into turn 1. Going for it. I think he got invasive early there. Slowed early. I think he needs to do it now. I think he's got plenty of time. He knows he's struggling on the straight. Darren holds on to that position. This is a battle for 9th place. Polestar's actually closed in on Staff here. This could be interesting. This is down to a second, this gap. No, he's not going to close in here, but they're behind. Basso's going to be lining up Bad Ben. 5 minutes remaining. Through, Basso goes up into 6th place, Bad Ben 7th place. Here there's another battle going on. It's Darren, Staff and Simon. Just realised as well Jardier's streaming, that will not help our viewing numbers. So we're competing with them. Will not help. Darren's holding on to that position. Seeing him closing in on Darren, Simon. Polestar is closing in on Tat. Just a few laps remaining, 2 or 3. Right, I do apologise. So Polestar's now 2nd off. Let's go back to this. So Simon's still holding position, but he will lose a bit of time to the BMW here. Pulse really slow in the straights. Fabrex is closed in, or not just closed in, he's got past Lady Pig up into 11th place. Looks fairly settled as we're into the final 3 minutes. I say that, we've got this battle here. Darren's just got his way past Simon, just missed that. Darren's now under pressure from Simon there. Simon's going to go for the lunge up on the inside. I think better of it again, but he's having to defend as well at the same time. Tatgoon is now lining up Simon. Still within a second of Staff. Contact there. There's contact again. Pig falling off. Polestar closing in. Closer to that Aston. Aston trumps Audi where it comes to top end pace. There's Emma Vitti. So there will be one more lap after this one. Oh, Simon's had it off as we watch back. Oh no. Simon's going to drop massively. That's Lady Pig gone past. There goes Febrex. No, that weren't Febrex. That was Steve is Awake. Couple cars into the pits. Have we got many retirements? Mick Run's still out there. Oh, he's at the back of the pack. Hoonigan's into the pits. We've got Simon somewhere at the back there. Prongstar within. We've got one more lap. Prongstar is trying to hunt down 4th place. He's a big arse though. He's going to have to pull something out of the bag here. So they enter up the final lap. Oh, there's a car in front of him. I think that was Hoonigan. He just gets immediately off the track, out of the way. Prongstar's right up on him now. He's going to move up on the inside. I think he is. And he holds it. That is pulling up into 4th place. He's going to have to defend hard though, because Aston's going to be coming at him quick. Aston goes wide though. Yeah, he looked planted. He'll take something. He's going to break that toe. He's all sitting weaving already. I don't think he's going to close in enough. Doesn't look like it. Simon into the pits. There is another race. This is double points. Here he comes. And he holds position. And looks like Prong's got 4th place under wraps. Comes across the line, completes the W. Well done to Viti. Ichigo next to come across the line, claims the 2nd step on the podium. 3rd step will go to Carpers. Almost contact. Ooh, I don't know what happened there, but Prong just about will get the position. I don't know what happened there. Basso will claim 6th place, Bad Ben 7th, Guna 8th, 9th will be Febrex. Lady Pig will claim 10th place, Steve is Awake 11th, Latter Power will come home in 12th place, McNoza 13th, John G battered and bruised but solid result. And then Pedro Tome will claim 15th, Yulki 16th, Richie 17th, Neil B 18th, and then Chip Butty in 21st. Hoonigan and Kool-Aid have already crossed line. Kool-Aid 20th place. That's not a good result for him. Raphael's 22nd, and Darren in the end 23rd. So there must have been contact between him and Syme. Oh, this shutdown just called. Good thing you can't read that. But yeah, well done to McVitie there. Really strong performance. Ichigo, didn't really see much from him. We see him tussling for position at the beginning. Tussling, sorry, not tossling. And then Carper's in 3rd place. And then Prongstar with a great result in 4th place. In 5th place is Tat Staff, who's I thought was set for 4th place, to be fair. Basso, I'm expecting a stronger race from him this one. He was really strong in the practice sessions. 9th to 2nd and fastest lap there, but you did it quietly. Yeah, to be honest, you guys have got to just all start giving each other a bit more space out there on the first lap. That's what I see. You just see people moving about like all over the thingy. So people, you got to remember that when you're moving around and there's cars behind you, they're trying to read what you're doing. So they're moving about trying to read what you're doing. So it just causes chaos. By the time you get to the back of the pack, the concertina effect is horrendous. You've got to try and think. You can't just think of your own race. You've got to think of other drivers around you. Just the way and what they're going to do. I saw it massively on the on lap 1 going into turn 1. There's especially the cars in the middle. To be fair, they're in a horrible position, sitting in the middle. You know that position's just going to be pincered. But it cleaned up pretty quickly. That's one of the good things, I suppose, about Paul Ricard. With all the runoff, not too much damage. Most cars finished the race. Down the main straight, it's probably people just making a little bit of contact. You know what these cars are like? You can't make any sort of contact. Was a good race though. Good result, John. But if we don't start getting viewers, I'm not going to keep streaming. Right, I'm quickly just going to go and make a drink. Right back.
We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race!
McVitie one.
Green light, go, go, go.
Ahead, there is a flurry of cars heading to track. have McPrawny. Session underway already, only 3 minutes remaining. A few cars seemingly decided not to go out. 6 cars out there staying in the pits. Bad Ben, it looks like the last to set a lap. He's only going to get 1 lap as well. So the priority here is to get a lap. Probably to Paul Ricard, so it's easily rescuable. Not easily rescuable. Only get 1 opportunity. So, and he comes into the 3rd and final sector. So let's stay with Prawn as he 2 corners. We've got still a bit of time for 1 more lap, just over a minute to go. Everyone just behind. 5.6, I think it's quicker than we saw from him earlier. Mick comes in 2nd place, obviously. Brett goes 3rd. And Basso. Getting caught up in traffic there. He's won the last race. Might hit the back of the pack for this race if he doesn't get a good lap in. Just about gets past Pedro Tomo's coming back at him though. This is not good for quality. This is going to destroy McVitie's lap. Just back keeps it on the track. Stars session is over. So we run leading the pack, but I'm just interested what's going on with his battle. But it looks like McVitie's underway again, but he definitely ain't going to get pole position. Let's see what Mick Run can do. He's out on his own. Lovely bit of clean air for him. So Mick Run comes around the final corner. Got on from, says John G. What can Mick Run do? He's caught him 2nd behind. He's got 2 more corners. Fabric still sitting 3rd. Only 11 cars have put a lap in. Mick Run is going to complete his session and goes 1st by a long way. Puts 54 in, 54.9, and the Fabric stays in 3rd. Off 40 next. That's Basso. What can he do? He goes into 1st. There's going to be a flurry of cars coming out. I'm not going to be able to keep up with it. Basso holds on to 1st for now. Mick Run 2nd, and McVitie as suspected. Expected, and then that's a power goes into 11th place, so the standards are going to be up on their head after that race. And Tomei goes 15th, Lady Pig goes 16th, car 26 next. Just wait for no, nothing. Car number 80, last car to come across the line. There's Bad Ben. Where did Bad Ben go? Into 9th place. So let's see it. So we've got Basso, Migrun, McVitie, Prawn Star, Febrex, Raphaels, Carpers, Kool-Aid, Bad Ben, Guna, Ichigo, Guna, Latter Power, Darren, Doodod, Chip Butty, Pedro Tome, Lady Pig, Richie. Well, they're the ones that pot lapping. So, and then there's a small cluster at the back of the pack who did not. So we've got a 2.5 minute breather. So I'm just going to tell you what, before I do switch over, I'm going to turn, I'll do it if I can, turn the volume down on one of them things. Yep, I'll be back in a moment.
We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race!
Right, we are back and ready to go. So the tables have been flipped on its head slightly. Although to be fair, we've got Ichigo started roughly about the same position last time. They're doing a hell of a lot better. Carpenter's less so. Staff, the tap boys, 12 and 13. Those 6 and 7 do better. Migrun had a much better, practically last place to redeem himself this time out. After taking the win last race, got caught out with traffic in the qualified session, our third place. All-Star continuing in great form, in fourth place. Does have some RAC customers right behind him. They are lined up 2 by 2, just coming through the final 2 corners. So turn that pace into a podium. Let's watch. Good luck to the boys. Let's hope for a cleaner race. Waiting for that green light, and here we go.
Give it all you can.
There we go, Basso. Slightly sluggish off the line. Mickman's got the jump. Starts on the outside there. See what's going on. Migrun's gone evasive there, completely off the track. And then a bitty going wide there. Got the position, I think. Paul's dropped back a couple. He's got Carpers on the inside there. Carpers does well to avoid him. Put him under pressure from Bad Ben though. Bad Ben making his way through up from 8th place. He's now waiting for the them to get through the timing screens. Too sure how legal Migrun's overtake was. Seems to overtake everyone on the outside. But seems to be a lot cleaner this one time out. Knows that Stephen Baldwin is lining up John G here. Goes to the outside. John's going to hold on to the inside here. Clarence got the run. Traffic. It's insane out there on Xbox. So under pressure from McVitie. Some team orders between the friends. Febrex got himself up in the 4th place. Promstar's dropped down a position, but got a decent gap behind. Bad Ben's dropped down a couple of positions. Back Els is back up into 7th. Chigo in the middle of that battle. Lays dropped down a couple of positions. He's under pressure from Tatguna. Having a better run at the moment. Going big, having a look at Pedro Tomei. It's out of it. Dropped all the way down to 12th. Doesn't seem to be carrying any damage. Track temperature down to just 11 degrees. We do run as close as real world, although this is not the conditions in France at the moment. I see a statistic earlier in one of the groups that it hasn't rained for like 300 days in the south of France, and then we go there maybe on PC tomorrow night. Please come and join us for that. Bad Ben is lining up with Chigo, actually pushing him up the straight here. All bunched together. They're going to turn into the fast right-hander. Promstar's got a nice bit of breathing space between them. Doing well to just avoid each other at the moment. I see another battle in the background there. That was Kool-Aid. Looks like he's lining up Carpers, but he's better off it. No, he gets moved on. He's going to hold it. Carpers gets it wrong there, allowing Kool-Aid through. Takuna might have a go, although Carpers coming back. Kool-Aid. Put yourself at the mercy there. Another inside the line, no. Carpers is through and he's allowed Takuna through as well. Battle with him for it. He goes defensive there, making him slower on the exit. Great sight. 26 screamy GT3 cars on a Sunday evening. Bunching up again at the front. Basso's closed in on Migron. Dragging McVitie, Febrex and Paul with them. Bad Ben's got 3. Go chase down Prong now. See when that battle materialises. They're for the way into the race already. Go. Dropped over. Is that Bad Ben? Yeah, Bad Ben's off the track. So that's going to give Prong a bit more breathing space. That Chigo up into 6th place. Raphael's having a better race so far. He jinxed it for him. Darren putting a move on Tatstaff. Tatstaff holds it. Oh, a little bit of contact between them. Cars come through unscathed. Vitty staying with Basso. Twilight. Doodod. Back the way with John G. John G's gone walkies there. Doodod once again with front end damage. Who's that? That's McNoser. The right old tussle going on the back of the pack here. Oh, and that is Stevens awake off the track, returning to track. Go back to the front. Everyone's starting to pull a gap. Hoongun's gone wide there. He's going to cut the corner. That's going to give him a penalty of some sort, I'd imagine. And further up the road, Carper's latter power. So Carper's trying to make a comeback after a disastrous start. Attack going in the mix there as well with Kool-Aid. The front, the top 5. Slowly pulling away from the cars behind. Ooh, almost contact between them. Just putting pressure on latter power. Audi versus Audi with Honda, Aston and BMW waiting just behind. Carper's under pressure here. Looks like he's going to be able to hold the position. Ben, it's a bit wrong there. To put him under pressure from that track owner. Closing up at the front of the pack again. Febrex is dropping behind to Promstar. Prom's closing in. See Chigo and Raphael's just in the distance. This is a pack just behind. This is a battle for 8th place. And we've got 5 cars in that battle. Raphael's in 7th place. In the back of Latter Power. Bent sideways. Or was that just no? Just a screen. Just about avoids Carpers. Goes wide out. Track's a nightmare for track limits. Surprisingly, we've yet to see a drive-through. Some really clean drivers out there. Know the rules. It's all bunching together as I was saying. Basso, Febrex, and Fritty's got through. I wonder if that was a friendly agreement. Battle as Babben looks like he's going to put the move on Latter Power. Carpenter's already through. We missed that. Carpers is free to go chase down Raphael's now. That's a power. Looks like he just lost the position. Cordate's going to have a good run out of the corner there. Thought he did. Get some moves, so Latter Power just dropping backwards. Chigo is taking chunks out of Promstar as well, so we're going to have battle on our hands pretty soon, I'd say. Basso seems to be struggling to hold off Febrex. Great second race. This is what happens if you get clean first lap. Another train of cars battling for the same position. Lady Pig, Richard Skills and Pedro. Richard Skills is ahead of Lady Pig now, so up to 17th. It goes deep, allows Lady Pig through. Pedro Tomei had to get evasive. Febrex closing in on Basso, but Chigo, who's the fastest driver out there, now hunted down Promstar. Trucks will not even Promstar can defend that well. Gets a good exit. Before that straight, there's not much you can do. Pressure from tax staff here. Likewise is Yuki, but she seems to be okay with noses. Not at the races tonight. I know a few guys are suffering with their summertime flus. Although so Basso's just lost out, so Basso's behind Prong now. He's just lost out on a couple of positions. Febrex now up to 3rd, Prong 4th. And we've got Basso and Ichigo. Ichigo almost making contact with the back of Basso. Basso should have covered that line off. see as we wait for the camera to sort itself out. It's a 4-car battle. Is that Prong gone completely wide? He has. I think he's done the etiquette thing and backed out. He's not out of this race though, that's for sure. Definitely got the pace to battle with these. Sitting in 12th, got Darren for company. Tends to do well in the latter stages of races. Battle for third continues. Raphael's is under pressure now from Carpers and oh, bad bend with him. Still having a battle. Great battle for third place. One of these trips up could be the loss of a podium. Using to hold on to the bottom step, and Petit flying away. He's chasing down Migron though, so we could have a battle for the lead yet. I really enjoyed this second race. BoATV can bring some great racing. So already Raphael has fallen behind Carpers. Carpers now 6 seconds behind Paul. It's going to be a big ask to catch up. These guys are going to have to really start battling. In fairness, they're actually just helping each other. You fall off the slipstream train, you can be out in the middle of nowhere forever. Starting to drop off a little bit ahead. So now under pressure as the Chico goes for the dive up the inside, but it does force Basso to go a bit wonky. We might have a chance on the Chico here. Still a bit too far back. This is what could play into both Febrex and Carper's hand. See that gap? 5 seconds, that gap is coming down. Keep an eye on that. Could have a big old battle coming up soon. Febrex now pulled out a second. That's the last sign. Attack staff. Have a look up on the inside. He's got past Basso. I think he has. Moved on. Returned back into 5th place. He goes free to chase down Febrex. Hold off Basso. Doesn't seem to have the race pace. There's a great quali pace at the moment. Needs to translate into race pace. Oh, he goes up on the inside there. Fair enough by both drivers. That was a brave move. Well avoided by Prong. To get defensive again, going up into turn 1. Got a bit of a gap though. Oh, he's going for it again. Who thinks about it anyway? sitting at 12th. That's a power just ahead of him. So still sticking with Prong. Here you go, 1.7, so just under 12 minutes remaining. Carper's Bad Ben doesn't really seem to be launching an attack at Sir Carper's. And Carper's got the measure of him at the moment. See what that McLaren's got in the terms of pace. He's closing in on Prong. Settled the car quite a lot there, but he's done well to slow it down there. Oh, I spoke too soon as Basso goes sideways. Almost gifting Paul Star 5th place, and that has now put him at the mercy of Carper's, because his tyres are now going to be running with bald spots. I'm at 51.3 behind Migron. These two battling quite a lot. Kool-Aid's gone backwards somewhere. Got past Lady Pig in 19th place. Ben's still unable. Oh, he's got a drive through. This moves everyone up a position. He's close behind. There's quite a few drivers. This is going to hurt him bad. It's going to almost put him to the back of the pack. There's hardly any gaps between anyone. Probably Tap Guna here. Oh, that is shocking. So our race 1 winner will drop to almost at the back of the pack, if not the back of the pack. This promotes Febrix to pole, Ichigo to 3rd, but this battle just ahead of him is not over yet. Oh, there's a car off the track there. I don't know who that was. Was that Raphael's? It was Raphael's. He's got Tatstaff and who's that sign with him? Raphael's dropped back a couple of positions there. As Antaviti decides to stay out. Floor it to try and get a bit of a gap to those cars behind. He's got a couple of laps to do so. That's what he chooses to do. So 8 minutes remaining. Migron leads. He was being hunted down by Migron, who won the last race. He's destined to drop down the pack. We've got to battle for 3rd place, which will be 2nd. Ooh, contact in the back. Raphael's just gets a little nudge out the side there. Robin is racing. Yuki just behind Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid just keeps dropping backwards at the moment. Not sure what's going on. We've got a 2nd drive through. Spoke too soon about drive throughs with none last season, last race. Ichigo's going to put the move on Febrix. Febrix down to 4th place. Chigo inherits thingy. Big one decides to take another lap. Could be brave. So Prong is 2 seconds behind Fabrics now. Is Fabrics falling off a little bit? Is his tyres gone? So we've got a battle between Raphaels and Tact Staff. Further back, we've got Yorkie and Kool-Aid. And right back, we've got Neil B. Who will be receiving a penalty. 6 minutes remaining. So news of the race will be that this guy here wins race 1. We're gonna definitely drop backwards now. One start. Preferred what he's trying to, but looking strong for 4th place. Raphael's closing in on. Oh, I'm getting confused. I think there might be another incident. That's that time in front of him. Sorry, I do apologise. Train 4 minutes towards the end of this race. 5 minutes to go. Really enjoyed this second race. Oh, is there contact between them? Okay. Yeah, close right in on each other for some reason, but come backwards again. Goes John G, so through goes Tomei on John G. What already happened. And Maviti takes his drive through to see where this puts him. It's going to be interesting. Could put him right in the thick of it. Oh, Raphael's. Oof. So this puts him down into 13th place. 12th place. Apologise. Keep apologising. 1.5 seconds. It's going to take a big mistake from Fabrics. Does happen. Also put pressure on yourself and start pushing yourself to limits. It's where accidents or slip up ads, and John G has one of them. Oh, just about, I guess it stopped on the apex and holds the position just about. Nice move if you can hold it. He doesn't, but that does mean Pedro's going to be at the mercy of John on the exits. Pedro tried to break the toe early. They go. Back of the packs where the most of the fun is, by the looks of it. So the rest of the guys all settle down, and John G goes wide again. Oh, he just about cuts it back in front of Latter Power, but Latter Power now under pressure from Steve is awake. We've got Neil B and McNoza sitting at the back of his back. John's all over the place, just about holding position. As it allowed that pop Pedro out of position. Allows Steve his weight to get the position on him, puts him up to 18th. Oh, we do have a battle. 2 minutes to go. Problems in within half a second. Battle for the podium. themselves in a better race. Ferrari's pretty quick around here in his hands. I do believe this is one of the stronger tracks for the Ferrari. Not as good as it used to be. Mick runs coming round, so we're going to have one more lap. Fabric's starting to feel the pressure from start. Just needs to keep it calm for one more lap. Can he spring in attack? Doesn't look likely from where he is. We got the car under pressure with one lap to go.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Advantages to Fabric's obviously being in position. And then we've got Raphaels and McVitie. McVitie trying to get a top 10, even though we've got a drive through. This would be a pretty good result. Nice slick move as Raphaels tries to come back. That doesn't work. And through goes McVitie. Don't think the Ferrari's going to be able to hold on to him into turn one. He might have a lunge. Thinking about it, I can see him as he lines the car into the centre of the track, but not today. Ball is battle for third, but looks like the position's going to be done. So Mick gonna wrap things up here from bottom to in the last race to first this race. Chigo as well, who we saw him battling in 12th, I believe, at one point. He's got himself up into second here. Fabric's fair enough behind, and yeah, this is going to be the story of it. Murder, she wrote. This little battle here between Simon McVitie. So I'm trying to break the toe, he's taking Raphaels with him, McVitie. Oh, he sends it up on the inside as Simon gets it wrong. And Migrod's going to come across the line and he's going to claim the win after a terrible first race. And he has a spectacular second race. Ichigo's going to take second with Fabric's claiming a third. Prong Star in the Diamond class, 4th place. Basso 5th place. Carpers in 6th place. Decent result for Carpers. Well in. Bad Ben did well after quite an adventurous race. Takgoon is going to claim 8th place. Sim in 8th place. I think people count leaving already, so it's not giving me a chance to give this final standings. But yes, standout performance from Mick Run there. So after let's say terrible first race, he definitely came back and showed us who's boss. So well done to Ichigo and Fabric's getting the podiums. Unlucky on Prong getting 4th, but what a drive from him tonight. Carpers as well, big improvement. Basso, big improvement. Bad Ben, we expected him to be good as well as the Tap Boys. McVitie was unlucky, was second for quite a while, and then got caught out with a drive through. That's lost Sim, seemed a bit all over the place. So G10 was not on the pace, neither was Hoonigan. But yeah, some decent results for a lot of drivers there. But thank you guys for those who watched tonight, and we shall see you tomorrow night as we do Paul Ricard all over again. Cheers, guys.